Hello, my friends, and I'm Doug from Riding with Doug. And today, I want to share with you what I believe is the next evolution in action cameras. So, I've spent the last 10 years filming my adventures on motorcycles with a fairly limited option for action cameras. If you've watched this channel and seen a few of my previous videos on action cameras, you will notice that I have historically used the line of GoPro cameras for all of my action needs when it comes to riding the motorcycle. But as my frustration began to grow and my tolerance began to lack, I decided to start a search for a better solution to all my filming needs. And that search has led me to the new X Series line from Insta. And today I want to share with you the camera that I think is going to be a game changer when it comes to action filming. Introducing the brand new for 2025 Insta 360 X5. So 360 cameras started off as more of a gimmick than a solution. As people that bought the cameras thought the only way to share their story was from the tiny planet perspective. But the 360 camera is literally so much more than just the tiny planet perspective. The 360 camera gives you the ability to film in more than one spot, be more than one camera, and be more than one photographer. Because the 360 camera gives you the ability to get the shot in more than one location at more than one angle, and that's all at one time with one camera, which allows me to immerse you, the viewer, in my whole tiny planet world without feeling like an astronaut. And now for the game changer. Even over last year's previous X4, I would highly recommend that you read through the specs and check out the options, because I believe it's worth every bit of the extra $150 to buy the X5 over the X4. So let me give you just a few of those options, and then I will give you the 2 reasons why I think it's a game changer. So the first big improvement on the X5 is the battery. And the battery has gone from a 2290 milliamp battery in the X4 to a 2400 milliamp battery in the X5. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but it does take your record time, if you're comparing apples to apples, which is the 5.7K at 24 frames a second. And that takes that time of 135-minute record time, which is very favorable, to 185-minute record time, which is fantastic. And so, depending on how you use your battery and your 360 camera, if you leave it on all the time and just hit record when you want it, or there is a quick record option, which is usually the way I use the camera, so that I leave the camera off and then I only flick it on when I have something that I want to record. And so the next big improvement that I want to talk about for the X4 is the case. Because this case is actually designed to be a heat sink for your X4. And it just snaps on, and it gives you the ability to transfer that heat away from the camera. But what you'll discover is the new X5 already has that heatsink built into the frame of the case itself, and so you don't have to add an extra case to help reduce the heat and pull the heat away from the battery, the sensors, and the processors. And so the X5 should be quite a bit cooler when you're using it, especially in the heat. If you're riding down the road or if you're stand still with no breeze and you're filming and it's hot, I think what you will discover is the X5 stays a lot cooler, which means that the likelihood of your camera shutting off on you because of heat will be greatly reduced, along with your headache and frustration. Which brings us to improvement number 3. And the improvement number 3 is an upgrade in the microphones. So the X4 has microphones on both sides of the camera. And to reduce the wind noise on that, if you're riding your motorcycle, you had to put little muffs on both sides of your camera. And typically, I don't record most of the sound when I'm riding down the road. Usually, I will voice over that or put music over that. And so, to me, that's not a big deal. But for other people who are interested in the sound of the motorcycle or exterior sounds as you're recording those videos, then that's going to be a huge improvement. So if you're riding the motorcycle down the road and you want a lot of the muffler noise in your footage, then definitely you want to buy the X5 for the improved wind cancellation option. And then one of the coolest new features on the brand new X5 is the pure video mode. And the all-new pure video mode allows you to take video in a much lower light situation than ever before. Because the X4 had a half-inch sensor, and the X5 has 2 brand new 128 sensors that bring in 144% more light. And if you've watched this channel, you know all about how I feel when it comes to the quality and the size, yes it matters, of the sensor. And now for the game changers. And if those reasons weren't enough to help sway you to the brand new Insta 360 X5, then I want to give you 2 of my favorite reasons why I think it's a game changer. It seems like only yesterday that I made a video on this channel all about the brand new Canon R5C professional camera that I bought last year. And the reason that I made that video is because I wanted to share with you the benefits of a large sensor. Because a large sensor is a game changer when it comes to the quality of the video or the photograph that you're trying to produce. Which brings me to the humongous dual 138 brand new sensor in the X5. Compared to last year's sensor on the X4 that is a single sensor at only half an inch. So you're gaining 300% in sensor size. And this leads us right into the entire reason that I'm thinking about buying a brand new X5 Insta 360 camera. Because regardless of how nice you are to your equipment, and I am overly careful with all of my camera equipment, the likelihood that you're going to have some damage to that brand new action camera you bought is pretty high. So the main reason that you should definitely consider the brand new X5 over any other action camera is the replaceable lens. Because if you have an accident with another brand of action camera, or you have even the X4 from last year, you're susceptible to a busted lens. And the replacement for that lens is not easy. With Insta and GoPro, you have to send them your camera and wait for them to fix it. And it's usually fairly expensive, 100 and a half, $200 range, as far as not having your camera, shipping it to the manufacturer, waiting for them to fix it, paying them to fix it, and then all of that while you're not filming videos or content for your channel. I mean, it's just the downtime is one thing, the expense something completely different. And if you're impatient like me, you're probably just going out and buying another camera at $500 a piece. So I highly recommend considering this new camera, because if you can just pull over to the side of the road, swap out the lens, change everything, put it back together in less than 15 minutes, and ride down the road still filming, it's a no-brainer, right? Or maybe even just a game changer. And so if this video has intrigued you a little bit and you're interested in the new Insta lineup of action cameras, there is an affiliate link in the comments below, and it is at no cost to you, but it does help this channel out. So feel free to use the link, and I wish you happy adventuring with your new action camera. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this channel, and we'll see you on the next video.